Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students of Standard 9th, welcome to the online lecture series of Hera English School for the subject of Science 2. So in the last lecture we have finished chapter number 9, Environmental Management. And today onwards we are going to start with revision, because you know that very soon your practice test is about to begin. So we'll have revision in the coming lectures. So today we are going to revise chapter number 8, some topics of chapter number 8. So let us start with chapter number 8, useful and harmful microbes. So you know about what is useful microbes and what are harmful microbes. Let me give you one more instruction over here, that for your practice test, the coming practice test, I'm going to ask you 4 chapters. That is chapter number 6, classification of plants, chapter number 7, energy flow in an ecosystem, chapter number 8, useful and harmful microbes, and chapter number 9, environmental management. So these are the 4 chapters which would be asked to you in the coming practice test for the subject of Science 2. So you better learn all these chapters. The question answer of this chapter, which is already shared in your WhatsApp group, class WhatsApp group. The link for question answers are already given to you in that group. Please go through that link and write the answers of these all chapters in your notebook and learn from them. Okay, so this is the revision lecture which we are going to start with. So you know what about useful microbes? What are useful microbes? Those microbes or those microorganisms which are useful to us, they are called useful microbes in many ways. So the very important one amongst them is lactobacilli bacteria. So here is the activity which is to be done in order to see those lactobacilli bacteria. We are going directly to this lactobacilli, which are anaerobic bacteria. That is, they can produce energy without the use of oxygen. So these are lactobacilli bacteria. Moving ahead, what is the application of lactobacilli? The lactobacilli convert lactose, the sugar in the milk, into lactic acid. Okay, it is already taught to you. The milk have lactose in them as a kind of sugar. So that lactose is being converted into lactic acid by lactobacilli bacteria, and this process is called as fermentation. As a result, pH of milk decreases and leads to coagulation of milk proteins. So proteins which are present in the milk, they get separated. Okay, see, it's mentioned here. Thus milk proteins are separated from other constituents of milk, and this is what happens when the milk changes into yogurt. Okay, so yogurt has a specific sour taste due to lactic acid, and the low pH destroy harmful microbes present in the milk. So it's all started from lactobacilli bacteria, which converted lactose, a kind of sugar in the milk, into lactic acid, which reduce or lower the pH and that destroy harmful microbes which are present in the milk. And this is how yogurt or curd is formed. Okay, so this part is eliminated, you know about it. So here what they want to say is, what is mean by probiotic? Now this is very common term nowadays being used in the market. Probiotic yogurt and other stuffs that are popular nowadays. So useful microbes like lactobacilli, these are added to these eatables. Such eatables are healthy because they kill harmful bacteria like Clostridium, a kind of harmful microbe in the alimentary canal, and help to improve our immunity. Okay, so these are the probiotic products. Now other uses of lactobacilli: various milk products like yogurt, buttermilk, ghee, cheese, shrikhand, etc. can be obtained by fermentation of milk. We know about it. And lactobacilli fermentation is useful for large scale production of cider, cocoa, pickles of vegetables. Okay, even this product have this lactobacilli. Lactobacilli and some other useful microbes taken together are used to treat abdominal discomfort, So those people who are suffering from abdominal discomfort, means they're not feeling well, the stomach is paining, or they feel some kind of pain in the stomach. So this lactobacilli and other useful microbes are mixed together, and the products are being administered to such people. Leaven fodder offered to domestic cattle like calves and buffaloes is fodder fermented with the help of lactobacilli. Even in the foods of the animals, domestic animals like cows and buffaloes, this lactobacilli bacteria are added in their fodder. Okay, so the lactobacilli fermentation process is used to make wine and some types of bread. Okay, so these all are the application. Question can come on this. Moving ahead, the another type of useful microbe known as rhizobium. It's called a symbiotic bacteria. We know about it. So this part is all about the how to observe this microbe. Let us move directly to its role and importance. This is how rhizobium looks like. Okay, these are the root nodules where this rhizobium bacteria are present. So rhizobia are living in root nodules, and they supply nitrates, nitrites, amino acids to that plant, and in exchange they get energy in the form of carbohydrate from them. And such a mutual beneficial relationship is called symbiosis. Okay, so this is a symbiotic relationship which exists between this bacteria and the plants, particularly leguminous plants. They have this super good relationship between each other. Rhizobium gives them nitrates, nitrites and amino acids, and in turn the plants give this rhizobium bacteria carbohydrates as a food. So this is a relationship in which both the partners are benefited. It's called as symbiotic relationship. So rhizobia produces nitrogenous compound from atmospheric nitrogen. For this process, however, this process of nitrogen fixation, they need leguminous plants like beans, sweet pea, soya bean. These all are the leguminous plants. They act as host. Beans and pulses are rich in proteins, okay, due to nitrogenous compound, and they are made able by who is helping them? Rhizobia is helping them. Fine. So after harvesting crop, leftover roots and other plants are deliberately dumped in the farm to maintain its bacterial population. So when the farmers do harvesting, when they cut out the standing crops, so the plant parts which deliberately, means purposely, they are dumped in farm soil so that bacterial population remain active in those farm soil. The use of rhizobium has helped to reduce the use of chemical fertilizers and thereby their adverse effects. So this is being the practice which is being followed by the farmers, help them to reduce the use of chemical fertilizers. Okay, now it has also helped to reduce expenses on fertilizer and thus work to the benefit of farmers. And nowadays seeds are coated with rhizobial solution or powder before sowing. Okay, so now we get seeds coated with rhizobial solution in the market or the powder. Before sowing, they put up these seeds or the powder, and after sowing, rhizobia enter the plantlets. Okay, and this is called rhizobial inoculation. This method or this process is called as rhizobial inoculation. This experiment helped in the supply of nitrogen to cereal and other crops besides leguminous crop. Okay, so this is very important nowadays, a practice being followed by the farmers which help in the supply of nitrogen to cereal and other crops beside leguminous crops. So let us stop here. In the next lecture we'll discuss the further topic. We'll revise the further topic of this chapter. By the time, learn this part from your notebook. Question answers are already being shared in the class WhatsApp group. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.